contest, which will be contested in the Strikeforce light heavyweight division.
Roger Gracie, 9 years younger. He's 3.5 inches taller, and he's got a good reach. Most likely he's going to use his jab, keep Prangley back a little bit, and then tie him up with those long arms.
All right, let's go to the rules for tonight's fights. 3 judges representing the California State Athletic Commission will score each bout using the 10-point must system. The winner of each round gets 10 points. The loser 9 or less. Scoring is based on effective striking, grappling, aggression, and cage control. In California, the doctor or the referee can stop the fight. There are no kicks, knees, elbows, or forearm strikes to the head of a grounded opponent. Tonight's 2 championship fights are scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds, while the other 2 tilts on tonight's main card will be contested over 3 5-minute rounds.
All right, fans, here we go. Light heavyweights in the cage, scheduled 3 5-minute rounds. And our referee in charge, Josh Rosenthal.
Gentlemen, you ready? You ready? Let's fight!
Sign of respect.
Prangley in the blue gloves, Gracie in the red. They share one common opponent, Pancrase veteran Yuki Kondo. Not surprisingly, Gracie submitted him via rear naked choke, while Prangley defeated him via form of knockout.
Gracie's looking a lot more relaxed than I thought he'd be on that stand-up.
Yeah, he looks focused. He looks like he's got a little bit of rhythm moving, doesn't he, Frank?
Yeah, I mean, he's a little stiff and long, but I think he's just a long guy anyways. He looks very surprised at the comfort of his shoulders right now.
In preparation for this bout, Gracie did work with UFC welterweight champion George St. Pierre on working on using strikes to set up takedowns. Not necessarily working on the striking aspect, but what he can do to set up the takedowns using the strikes, and probably will be something to look for in this fight.
Absolutely.
Oh, first punch was from Trevor. It barely touched him. There's that height of Gracie coming in. That's going to be hard to get up there and hit him.
Prangley, I think, needs to move his head, slide on the inside, make Gracie miss with a punch, and then throw.
Gracie's got that shoulder up like a boxer. That's real nice. That left shoulder push forward, real clean stance. I like that inside kick he was doing to Prangley. I think he should go back to that.
Well, he's doing a good job with the jab. He's using a few fakes and feints. Needs to do a little bit more of that. Keep Prangley guessing.
Prangley was very relaxed at the fighter meeting, showcasing his sense of humor, saying he knows all about Gracie's submission skills. He says he has a glass neck, so he's going to try to avoid the chokes in this fight. And already, Gracie now standing arm triangle grabs, looking to clinch up with Prangley. A couple of Muay Thai knee strikes.
Prangley was smiling at him after that.
Takedown by Gracie.
Beautiful trip.
Prangley's got to start popping them hips. He's got to fight to get up. If he stays on the ground, it's a bad night.
Prangley rated the training camp for this fight an 8 out of 10. He sparred with the 6'3.5" Kyle Kingsbury to replicate Gracie's size. Also worked submissions with Luke Rockhold, a Strikeforce middleweight who has been on the shelf due to injury, who we expect to return hopefully in March in Columbus, Ohio.
Look at how Gracie's controlling Prangley's legs. He's trying to tighten in on him, squeeze him, and pinch him. Prangley can't move his hips. Now he's trying to pull that post arm out from underneath Prangley to get him down. It's a gradual thing. If you move too quick, your opponent jumps up to his feet, wall walks right up, and you lose him. Gracie's just inching along.
Gracie mentioned that he would like to fight 2 to 3 times per year. The last time we saw him was in his Strikeforce debut against Kevin Randleman last May, when he defeated the former UFC heavyweight champion via rear naked choke. He's also still very active on the grappling circuit. And Pat, I'm wondering, can you do both if you want to be a world-class mixed martial artist?
I think it only helps you. I mean, I know a lot of guys that have competed in kickboxing matches, boxing matches, and grappling matches. They'll even go to wrestling tournaments just to keep themselves sharp.
Very bad position right here. The mount. Arm bar's already set up for a side. Oh, he doesn't have the arm across. Oh, good.
Minute and a half remaining in the opening round. A position that Trevor Prangley most definitely does not want to be in against a guy with the grappling pedigree of Roger Gracie, but Prangley, the veteran, using the cage for his feet, and now Prangley going for that rear naked choke, looking to test eloquently put it.
We did that nice bridge off the cage, and I thought he was getting out, but Gracie just threw his hips right around, put him in bad position.
Amazing hip control by Gracie. He spun around him. It was incredible.
And very methodical, very patient.
Now he's got the figure-4 leg lock on the body.
Body triangle.
The body triangle was outlawed in wrestling because it suffocates people.
Right, I was going to say, you know how that feels. That literally sucks the life out of you.
And Gracie submits. Trevor Prangley picks up his 3rd consecutive win via Mataleo, a.k.a. rear naked choke. And the Gracie family member is 4-0 as a mixed martial artist. His cousin, Enzo Gracie, in to celebrate with Hodger. Picks up the rear naked choke victory at 4:19 of the opening round.
Well, here's where he got him into trouble, and I thought Prangley had bridged himself out, but look at Gracie just throw his legs around him and stay attached to him as he spun around, ended up on his back in a beautiful figure-4 position. I thought, Pat, once he was here, he wasn't getting out. And here he's got him locked. He's working his chin up. He's just slowly sinking himself into position. You can see it right there. As soon as his arm went underneath his chin, he's got the other arm locked. There's zero space. It's over.
That was amazing technique when he took his back. He posted both hands, loosened his legs. So when Prangley spun over to his belly, Gracie's legs were loose enough. He just spun himself. He let Gracie go onto his back, basically. It's a really, really smart move by Gracie.
Well, grappling skill shown. And let's go up to Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 4 minutes 19 seconds of round number 1. A rear naked choke ends this contest as the fighter taps out. He is the winner by way of submission and still undefeated, Hodger Gracie.
Hodger Gracie improves to 4-0 as a professional mixed martial artist. Your 3rd consecutive win via rear naked choke. Talk about your performance tonight.
I think everything happened as planned, you know. I know he's heavy-handed. I know I had the reach on my favor, so I played with the jab. I knew he was going to be a bit frustrated. He was going to come in hard. That was I planned to shoot him, you know, and happened exactly like that.
What is it like to represent the first family of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Gracie, in modern MMA?
I think only who is inside the family know what it is, you know. It's, people say about pressure. Yeah, the Gracie name is heavy. Doesn't care, you know. When you fight, when you got your family behind you, it's another wave pushing you forward, you know.
Let's hear it one more time, San Jose, for your winner, the undefeated Hodger Gracie. Now back to cage side.
You know, the thing that stands out a lot to me is percentage of strikes landed by Gracie, 62%.
Right.
1 takedown attempt.